Okay, we sanded away there where the glue has to come. It is a little bit visible, I see on the camera. And the next step now is to know how many screws we are going to use and how deep. I think screws of 4mm thick are more than enough. 3.5 would be as well enough. And I think I would place here, let me see, 1, 2, 3 there and 1, 2, 3 there. 3 on each side. Then I measure out the space where it has to come. Let me see. I measure out every side and how much space we have. This one says 21 centimeters, so 7, 14, let me see, 2. I might do the first screw at here, and the other one at 2.5 centimeters too. No, let's do that one 4 centimeters. Why? Just in case, so it doesn't disturb the one that comes from here. The one that here comes here shouldn't disturb the one that comes from here. And then I measure out the middle. I do that by eyeballing it, and then I measure the mid, and it says what's in between those 2 points, and that's 15 centimeters makes 7.5 centimeters. So I have 3 holes to make there, which have to be the diameter of the screws. Now I do exactly the same for the other side. I measure 28, and the first screw I would do like at 3 centimeters, and the other one as well at 3 centimeters. And then I take the middle, and the middle would be 23 centimeters is 11.5, and that's more than enough. 3 screws each side, and I estimate what's the middle, and I make a circle around it just to make it more clear where to drill. And then now we need to select the screws, and I pre-mark them with a nail. This is a nail. I pre-mark the holes. Even though it's not steel, I find it pleasant to work like that. Okay, we know now exactly where to drill. Now I'm going to look for the screws. These are screws of 4 centimeters. Then I take these are screws of 4 centimeters, and I take a caliper, 4 centimeters, 40 millimeters, and the diameter is 4 millimeters. So we take now a drill of 4 millimeters in diameter, and I take the exact amount of screws which we need. 6 screws, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put them aside, and I take a drill of 4 millimeters. And then I need to find the handle. Let me see. And then we drill from the inside all through. And then I take a special kind of, that is to countersink. Later on we will cover those holes with a strip of wood, so that's no big deal that there are now holes there. Now the next step is to know where to drill the holes. I place it into place, and I use the lines which I marked as reference to know where to place it. And then I transfer those lines. And first I do the top. Then I pre-drill in the plywood too, because it's very hardwood. And then I take a drill which is 1 millimeter less to also pre-drill. And then I try fit that side. I mount it already to see if it fits. If it's not well done, it's too late in this stage. But it fits. Unfortunately, it fits. I'm always a bit worried in this stage of the project. It seems it fits. Fits okay. Yes, okay. We mounted it into place and it is more or less okay. Could have been better. I did a correction which I shouldn't have done. 13.5, 13.5, and 13. Well, I need to keep that in count when I'm going to make the drawers. Okay, the next step is to estimate where the other holes have to be done, to be made. And I do that by the same way. With a nail. And then I remove again those previous screws. And then I observe where I did my punch marks, make them a little bit deeper, and I also pre-drill those holes. First I drill with a 4, but not too deep, and then finally I drill with a drill of 3 millimeters. Okay, we pre-drilled our holes and are now at the moment that we can glue it into place. I first would like to dry fit it first before applying the glue. To see if it really fits. Yeah, it seems it fits. I'm not going to try more. It fits. It's in the right place. So now we can start applying the glue. On the plywood, on the end grain wood, I will apply some more than necessary because I know it soaks in very much. And again I will apply glue on both sides. Okay, I lay that to soak in, and in the meanwhile I apply the glue on the plywood. I use again simple white PVA glue, wood glue, the white one with an acid smell of vinegar. And now's the moment that I can install it. Probably there will be a lot of glue squeezed out as I applied a little bit too much. I start with the side, with the back, and the bottom will be done at the very end. No, I decided to first unscrew at each corner a screw, just in case, so that the thing doesn't move, and then it's better like that, I think. Normally these screws would be enough to make sure that it will be held in place. Normally that should be enough, but you can put clamps on it too, extra. I don't think that will be necessary. Now we do exactly the same on the back, and tomorrow we will glue a strip here. Tomorrow we will glue a strip here over the hats, and to make it symmetrical we will add at the same distance here a strip too, and it looks then that this is 3 panels, which makes it look nice. Those will be just very narrow strips, by the way, not to not, in order to not add too much weight to the box. And then we check if the glue starts to squeeze out. If yes, then that is a good sign. If no, it means that the screws are not doing their work, or your panel, which we just saw, this panel, the separation of that it is not square, for example, that might be also the cause. But I see there is more than enough glue. The bottom will be painted, so I apply the glue there as a kind of primer. Now is the question, shall we add I think it's sturdy enough. I won't add any clamp. No need for that. Let me see, if I put a clamp on, what happens? I'm putting a clamp on now to just see what is going to happen if there is any more glue to be squeezed out. I notice nothing, and I don't think it's really necessary. We will just leave it to dry now, like that. No clamps. Okay, tomorrow we can continue the project after this has dried overnight, and we could start to think about either the lid, the front, or making the drawers, or the grate, something like that. I think about it. I still have a night to think about it. Good luck with your projects, and I hope I inspired you. Good evening.